We'll need to have 2 glass plates of different sizes. Make sure that the plates are clean with no films or anything visible on them. There should be 2 different sizes of plates. One should be short, the other one's long. You'll need one of each. In addition to the 2 different size plates, we'll also need 2 black spacers and a comb. Make sure that the black spacers and the comb are the exact same thickness. To do that, you line them up together, run your finger along there, and it should be a very smooth surface. The reason for that is because there are 2 different sizes of thicknesses of spacers, thin and thick. There's also other thicknesses, and you want to make sure that your spacers and your comb are the same thickness. To put together the gel, we'll take the 2 spacers, place them on the edges of the large glass plate, make a sandwich with the smaller glass plate on top, and then we'll take this and put it into the cartridge. To ensure the gel doesn't leak, make sure that both the plates are flush with the table at the bottom. You can check this by running your finger along the top and make sure that there's a smooth edge between the acrylic support and that back plate. Make sure that the spacers are straight up and down, not at an angle. Then you just tighten up the screws. When you tighten the screws, make sure you don't put so much torque on them that you crack the glass. We'll then load the cartridge onto the gel pouring plate, snapping it into place. To snap it into place, you're going to hook it under that hook, but don't press the glass. Just snap it, and you can feel it snap in. At this point, we're only going to be putting in the first 4 reagents. Don't put in the ammonium persulfate or the temid at this point. The polyacrylamide, when it's unpolymerized and it's still in its liquid form, is a neurotoxin. Therefore, you need to wear gloves and safety glasses. Make sure you use the right buffer. Check the pH and the molarity. The ammonium persulfate, 10%, has to be made the same day that you're going to be using it. Instead of weighing it out, we normally put about this much into an Eppendorf tube. Then we'll add water, approximately a milliliter, and mix it. The ammonium persulfate and the temid are the 2 reagents that start the free radical reaction to polymerize the gel. Once you add these 2, you need to pour the gel immediately. Once all the reagents are added, including the ammonium persulfate and the temid, and mixed, we're ready to load the gel. Take a disposable pipette, draw up the solution, and deliver that between the gel plates. I usually fill this up to about the level of the notch. We'll take some extra, fill up the pipette, so that when the gel is polymerized, we know that it's done. In this way, you can tell when the gel is polymerized, because if you squeeze the bulb, the gel is polymerized. To make a smooth surface on the top of the gel, we'll add a little bit of butanol to the top of the gel. Once the gel is polymerized, we need to remove the layer of butanol. Pull this out. To wick out the butanol, take a folded piece of filter paper, put it between the layers, and just run it along the edge of the gel. To load the stacking gel, make sure you follow the appropriate directions. Again, add all your ingredients except for the ammonium persulfate and the timid. You'll add those last. Make sure you use the right pH and concentration buffer. Once the stacking gel is made, the ammonium persulfate and the timid are added and it's mixed, we're ready to pour the stacking gel. We'll take our comb, slip it in between the plates. The T's of the comb must sit on the black spacers. Also make sure that the teeth of the comb are above the level of the gel. Where the white teeth are, that's where your sample will go. To add the gel, the unpolymerized polyacrylamide, we're just going to add it in to one corner and go ahead and fill it all the way to the top. If it drips over the side, that's okay, as long as it's filled to the top. As before, pull up some of the gel into your pipette so you know when the gel's polymerized. Don't pull the comb out even when the gel's polymerized until the gel apparatus is completely set up. And then pull it out.